Hello and welcome to Sports Update on Trust TV. I am Emmanuel Fashimi. Let's begin from this fantastic and beautiful story this evening where the NRA, that is the Nigerian Referee Association, has increased the insurance of all referees officiating in the Nigeria National Football League, which is a very good one, a commendable one. At least these are some of the what changes we want to see in our league. And right now, the second tier league, the most important league in Nigeria, as it's called, because that is where you get teams that are promoted to the Nigerian Premier Football League, that is the senior league of the land, now have put in place match officials' insurances will be increased, which is a welcome development, and that is the way to go. I have Isaac Omedije joining me this evening again on the show. And Isaac, I think this is a very welcome development for NNL and our league in general.
Well, thank you, Emmanuel, for having me again this evening. It is because when you push the morale of your workforce, you expect a very good performance, production level from them. And we know referees are, prone to so many things. There's so many things financial inducements can do to their reputation. So when we take care of all this, we are trying to protect their integrity. We are trying to ensure that they do the right thing. We're also trying to ensure that they play by the rules of the game. And when we have their indemnities increased, we have it paid at the right time. We are also trying to discourage them from engaging in any shady deal. So it's a good one by the Nigeria Referees Association. Now that this has come to fruition, I hope the referees also will be able to live above board, be able to, crave, individually also carve a niche for themselves, so that we will have referees that we will see and we'll be able to recommend and say, yes, this referee is good for the continent. This referee is good to be on FIFA list. So it's a good one for the association. Let's hope that it will translate into better officiating, because if this doesn't, then it's fundamentally many other things are wrong with the referees. So let's ensure that these people are well motivated, and when they are well motivated, they will deliver good results.
Okay, let's quickly look at it this way. For 2024, we have 30 referees who has been penciled down for international duties in the year 2024. We have 11 assistant referee, 11 center referees, and then we have 4 for futsal soccer, and then for beach soccer also we have, I think, 2 for futsal soccer and 4 for beach soccer. I don't think these are some of the development that prompted the NNL by doing this for the referees.
Yes, there are a few years back where we don't even have one single referee being recognized by FIFA to officiate in international games. The highest you can get probably one assistant referee or one match commissioner. This doesn't speak well for the country. We've lamented that this is not good for our country. We know that, yes, so many things are wrong, but we still have good referees. So this will make most of these good referees to also showcase what they can do. So I'm very hopeful and expectant that this will yield more results, and probably by next year or towards 2025, we'll have more of our referees, on international engagement and recognition by FIFA and CAF.
All right, more of our referees by the year 2025. We're hoping to see them on international duties and even officiating the World Cup final, as in CAF Champions League final, CAF Cup final, and what have every footballing competition on the continent of Africa. All right, talking about the continent, let's leave the NRA now and quickly look at Rivers United. They are in Tunisia for their reverse fixture, the second leg against Club African, a team they defeated a week ago right here in Nigeria. That is at the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium in New York, 1-0. And now they are in that country to keep a date with the Tunisian side. What are your expectations, Isaac, from Rivers United in this second leg?
If they can't get the victory, they shouldn't lose. Because I'm very happy with their traveling arrangement. They left the shores of the country yesterday. They have to play Club Africain by Wednesday, 8 p.m. So it shows that they have a lot of time to rest, to acclimatize, and to prepare for the game. So having won in Uyo, where is the home ground where they are adopted for the continental games, I expect that they should not go there and falter miserably. No, they should go there and stake a claim to at least getting a point from Tunisia, because they've played 3 matches so far. They've gotten just 6 points. They lost to Dreaming FC of Ghana, and if they are to lose again on Wednesday, it's not spell well for the team. So they must do everything possible to ensure that they get a victory. If not, they should get a draw. It will be difficult, definitely a difficult place to go for any African team. And we know the North Africans with their own antics and the way they are so good to get results for themselves on their home ground. Even away from home, they easily go and get results. So for Rivers United, they should believe in themselves. They should not feel inferior. Inferiority complex shouldn't come in, because I see that in most Nigerian clubs that are going outside the country to play other African countries, inferiority complex always step in. They should be able to lead from the blast of the whistle and let the Tunisian know that yes, they are there for business.
Yes, let the Tunisian club side, that is Club African, know that they are there for business. Let's quickly look at one man who is now the toast of that team. That is Yima Wangwa, who the coach himself is also happy with his goal-scoring exploit. What do you think of Yima Wangwa for Rivers United?
A very experienced forward who has played for bigger clubs and big clubs in the country, Canopilas, Eyimba, and now he's playing for Rivers United. He scored the only goal against Club Africain when the Club Africain came visiting last Sunday. So I expect him to be well motivated, to be gingered, and at times he's also the captain of the team. So let's see that he's going to bring out the best and lead from the front and ensure that Rivers United don't go there and suffer a defeat.
Yes, Rivers United don't go to Tunisia and suffer a defeat. That game is bid for Wednesday, 8 p.m. Nigerian time. That's their third game in the group. Their fourth game in the group. They've played 3 games. They've won 2 and lost 1. Let's see how their fourth game. It's match day 4 in the CAF Confederations Cup. The last time a Nigerian team got to the final was in 2006. Then they were called Sharks of Port Harcourt. Then they got to the final and lost to Ismail of Egypt in the final. We are still keeping the date, still struggling and battling all the North African teams when it comes to the continental engagement. All right, let's leave that story and talk about our national team. One man is talking tough and is advising, is an advice for the national team, the senior men's national team of the land. That's the Super Eagles. JJ Okocha has come out to tell the Super Eagles, concentrate on the World Cup qualifiers, focus on the World Cup qualifiers, and not South Africa. We know South Africa, we have a date with South Africa. We are in the same group. We've played 2 games, and the 2 games have ended in a draw. Now, JJ Okocha is advising them that they should focus on the qualifiers and not South Africa.
Well, it is true, because I don't know why you would pick out a particular country out of other countries and single them out as if they are the major reasons. The major reason why you will either qualify or not qualify. South Africa is just one country out of others that we are going to play. The 2 that we have played that are not South Africans, what have been the result? Abysmally poor performance in those 2 games gave us a 1-1 draw. And now we are to play South Africa. We shouldn't focus only on South Africa. We know that, yes, it is Nigeria, South Africa, there is added an extra spice to it because of the rivalry. But that is not enough for us to abandon and not focus on other games and pick this game as if it's what is going to decide our fate. No, we must collectively do well in other games. I expect the Eagles to win all the games in this group. We should have won our last 2 games, and probably playing South Africa will not be so much pressure on us. Now we are going to play South Africa with pressure. That is just the fact. So we must also ignore the fact that we will be carried away by the South Africans who will want to probably play mind games and let us know and let us feel as if it is between Nigeria and South Africa. No, other countries are also willing to qualify and are striving to qualify. JJ Okocha has said it all. He understood what it is for a Nigeria Super Eagles side to play South Africa, Bafana, and he's saying, please look beyond South Africa and focus on every game in the group, because they are all very, very important. If you don't do well in all the games, how will you qualify? So we should look beyond South Africa.
All right, we should look beyond South Africa in that group, and that is what J.J. Okocha is saying. Told the Super Eagles to Jose Pizarro and the entire team, don't focus on South Africa alone. There are other countries now. They've played Lesotho and the Warriors of the Zimbabwe. It has ended on a draw. So why not now looking at South Africa, like you said, Isaac, as if they are the one to decide our fate of going to the World Cup. But equally, the Warriors of Zimbabwe, the Crocodiles of Lesotho, also want to be in the World Cup. So we must take every game in that group as important as a final of the World Cup if we really want to get there in the next World Cup that will be coming up in the United States of America. That is 3 countries, Mexico. And let's see how that we go. All right, let's come back home. Let's look at the second league of the land. That's the second tier league of the Nigerian club football matters, and it is the most important league in the land, where teams get promoted to the Nigerian Premier League proper, and they say it is the most important league. That is the Nigeria National League. The Nigeria National League, it was match day 5 also over the weekend. And Isaac, sincerely speaking, I will read out the results before you react to it. But we've seen massive improvement, massive. I think what is happening in the MPFL is also rubbing on the Nigeria National League. We've seen massive improvement in the NNL over the weekend. I think of 4 or 5 away wins in the league. Fantastic one. It's a commendable one, and this is another weekend where we have those away wins. Okay, they are split into 4 groups. We have Conference A, B, C, and D. Now let's look at Conference A and B. Let's see how the results are in Conference A and then that of B. We have Madiba FC beat Thomas SC 2-0. Vendreza and Dakada FC, 2 teams from the same state, played at a goalless draw. Abia Comet lost at home to Coast City of Enugu. We have Rovers of Calabar won against the Del FC. Ekiti United beat Smart City 2-0, and Beyond Limits beat 1482 FC 2-0 also. That is in Conference A of match day 5 of the Nigeria National League. Now let's look at Conference B. Let's see the result of Conference B before we now take the tables. Now in Conference B, Ijebu United beat Solution FC 1-0. Crown FC of Oshogbo and Warriors played 1-1. Giant Brillas lost to Trade Safe FC of Lagos 1-0. That's the second away win. We have Ikorodu City 4-0 against Gateway United. And FC1 Rocket lost at home to International Lagos FC. That is the third away win of the match day 5 in the National League. Now let's go to Conference C and D. Let's see how the result also look like in Conference C and D, which is, like I said, is an improvement in our league. And if we can be having results like this, not team winning at all costs. If teams want to win at all costs, it's not going to look good for us. But Isaac, before we look at that Conference C and D, we've seen 3 away wins already in match day 5 between Conference A and Conference B.
Very impressive. Very impressive. There is nothing else you can use to describe that. And for Crown FC of Ogbomoso, they've been one of the strong sides in the NNL of this season. They've won virtually all their games, and this is the first time they're dropping points at home. So what it was. So if Crown can also drop points, it shows that even those who got away with it deservedly got that. So it's very important that we continue to promote excellence. It's very important that we continue to promote fair officiating. Also very important that we continue to promote quality both home and away. The by force syndrome of winning at home is gradually going, and that will go for good and will bring out the best out of our players and our league.
Yes, it will bring out the best out of our player and our league. Okay, let's look at the table of A and B. Let's see before we now see the result of C and D. Now, let's look at the table of A and B. Let's look at how teams are standing after match day 5. Like I said, the conference, they are split into 4 groups. We have Conference A, B, and C. All right, these are the way team stands in Conference A. We have Madiba FC with the green line there, 13 points. They are at the top of the table and plus 7 goal difference. We have Beyond Limits FC with 10 points, who are second there on the table. We have Rovers of Calabar in the 3rd position with 10 points. We have Ekiti United 4th with 9 points. And then the one with the red line, we have Del FC, Stormers SC, and then Abia Comet 4 points, 3 points for the two teams, Thomas SC and Abia Comet. And then on Conference B, we have Crown FC of Oshogbo, who have 10 points also, and Ikorodu City FC of Lagos have 7 points. They are second. We have Warriors on the third position with 7 points, plus 2 goal difference. That is between them and Ikorodu City. We have Osun United on the fourth position with 7 points and plus 2 goal difference. And then International Lagos FC, Gateway United FC, and FC1 Rocket, all of them are occupying the bottom of the table with 4 points for 2 teams, International Lagos and Gateway, and 3 points for FC1 Rocket. That is how things look like in Conference A and B. And then let's quickly look at Conference C and D. Let's see the result of Conference C and D, if we can get that. But Isaac, like you mentioned, I think if you look at the improvement of the NNL, do you think it is what is happening in the MPFL that is rubbing on the NNL?
Yes, I think so. Though they both have different management, they both have different administrators, and I think both of them are geared towards excellence, towards getting the best. And the NNL, I remember, is said to be the important league because from there we get the club sides that qualify for the Premier League. And from the Premier League, those who will be relegated will be going to the NLL. So it's a league that must be well monitored, and a league that we must ensure that gives the best to players and to officials. And thank God the referee association, the first story we took, now are even is even improving the indemnities of referees. So we're in for better and good results.
Okay, we are in for better and good results. If we lay our hands on Group C and D, we'll bring the result on your screen quickly. But let's now leave the shores of Nigeria and go straight to Europe. There were actions all lined up in all the top five European leagues, and also in the front, we look at some of the leagues on the morning show, and now we're going to look at the others on the evening show. But let's start with the French Ligue 1, where PSG were ahead to a 1-1 draw over the weekend, and now for the first time in 10 games they are dropping points. That's for PSG. They were ahead to a 1-1 draw by Loxley. All right, let's quickly look at result of French Ligue 1 for the weekend, where we had actions that went down. Let's quickly have the results and see how games okay. All right, let's look at the table and see how the table looks like in French Ligue 1. We have PSG, who is occupying the first position with 37 points. We have Nice on the second position with 32 points. Monaco is on the third position with 30 points. Lille, after the draw, they are on the fourth position with 28 points. Brest is on the fifth position with 28 points. Marseille is on the sixth position with 26 points. And Lens is on the seventh position with 26 points. Reims is on the eighth position with 23 points. Strasbourg is on the ninth position with 20 points. And Le Havre on the 10th position. We have Nantes on the 11th position with 18 points and minus 8 goal difference. It was not a good weekend for them. They lost their game at home 2-0. Montpellier is on the 12th position with 17 points, and we have Rennes on the 13th position with 16 points. Merz is on the 14th position with 16 points and minus 9 goal difference. Toulouse is on the 15th position with 14 points, and thank God, Isaac, your Lyon has left that bottom for Clermont Foot. Now they are on the 16th. At least they've pushed Clermont Foot to the 18th position. Wonderful. I think we should clap for them after performing well over the weekend.
Well, I think finally for Lyon, it's a good one that they could even lead up. I do. It still looked temporary looking at the points between number 14, in fact 13 and 18. It's not much yet. Uru for them. They still don't need to celebrate, that they need to continue to improve and see if they can get better results.
Okay, they need to continue and see if they can get a better result. All right, let's leave the French Ligue 1 and go straight to La Liga. One man scoring his 13th league goal of the season. Fantastic player. No matter what people say about him, I think he's justifying that money they paid on him from Borussia Dortmund. That is Jude Bellingham, doing so wonderfully well for Real Madrid. He got that goal in 4-1 thrashing of Villarreal over the weekend. Let's see the La Liga result. Let's have the La Liga result and see how games went down. Barcelona played a 1-1 draw with Valencia. All right, Real Madrid beat Villarreal 4-1. Almeria and Mallorca played a goalless draw. Real Sociedad of our own Sadiq Umar Barcelona and Real Betis also played at a goalless draw. Las Palmas played 1-1 with Cadiz. Celta Vigo beat Granada 1-0, and the two Athletic Club won. At least got all 3 points. That is Athletic Bilbao against Atletico Madrid, 2-0 against Atletico Madrid, and Sevilla lost after they sacked their coach, lost at home to Getafe 3-0. Mason Greenwood doing so well for the team. And then we have Valencia and Barcelona playing 1-1. And a lot of complaints has come that Xavi Hernandez is not really holding the grip again with that team. I don't know if you believe or if you share in that same opinion. That's for Barcelona.
Well, they are passing through a difficult phase because they've not been consistent. But the question is, sack Xavi and bring who? Remember, all the fans crept for Xavi to come, and he has, been in charge, so you should allow him to do his job. It might not be easy for him now, it might not be going rosy for him now, but if he have done it before, I still believe he can still do it, because Barcelona is a big team. Yes, they're supposed to be winning every game. That is the expectation of all Catalan fans, but this is La Liga, where a Girona is top of the league, so it's not easy.
Okay, if you look at it, okay, let's quickly just one sentence for Jude Bellingham doing so well for Real Madrid, 13th league goal of the season.
13 in 15 games, wonderful. Nobody's even talking about the fees because he's doing very well. Unlike players like Sancho, they have players like Anthony, where you continue to question how much was paid for them. But for Bellingham, nobody's talking about it because he's delivering and delivering very well. But in that game, I saw one bad side of him, his temperament, his inability to control himself. He used to be a very focused player, but yesterday against Villarreal, he was busy challenging the referee. That would not be too good for him.
Okay, it's a good one. Let's quickly look at the La Liga table. Let's see how teams Real Madrid are back to the summit of the table after that win against Villarreal. Real Madrid now have 42 points, 1 point ahead of Girona, who have a game in hand. We have Barcelona on the 3rd position with 35 points. We have Atletico Madrid on the 4th position on 34 points, and the 2nd Athletic Club, Bilbao, is on the 5th position with 32 points. Real Sociedad is on the 6th position, 30 points, and Real Betis is on the 7th position with 27 points, and we have Getafe on the 8th position, 25 points. Las Palmas is on the 9th position with 25 points, and Valencia, after playing 1-1 with Barcelona, is on the 10th with 20 points and -4 goal difference. Let's look at the flip side of the table quickly and see how other teams are faring. Rayo Vallecano is on the 11th position with 20 points, and we have Celta Vigo on the 18th position with 13 points. Granada is on the 19th position with 8 points, and Almeria is on the 20th position with 5 points. All right, let's leave La Liga quickly. Isaac, by 7 p.m. tonight, probably, Al Ahly is in the semi-final of the FIFA Club World Cup. Fantastic one for them. They won their first game, and now they are in the semi-final. Probably, if they get to the final, they'll be playing Manchester City.
Yes, a good one, and they did that against Al Ittihad, that parades the likes of Karim Benzema from the Saudi Pro League. We spoke about this previously, and I told you that the big names might not be a threat, and Al Ahly has been a compact team, and they displayed that by scoring 3 goals in that particular game. So it's a good one. I hope that we will get to the finals and play a club like Man City, probably this time an African, even winning the World Club competition.
Yes, probably they've won the bronze. They came up. They lost to Johnny Gallo team last time out. They went there in the 3rd place match, but they will be playing against Fluminense of Brazil in that semi-final tonight. Al Ahly of Egypt, they are the one representing Africa from the continent of Africa in the FIFA Club World Cup. All right, let's quickly look at some fixtures also that will be happening in Europe. We have just 2 of them, and in the 2 leagues, we have Girona against Alaves. If Girona wins that game, they will go back to the top of the table in La Liga. And then Atlanta, Ademola Lookman, and Gasparini will be at home to play Salernitana, a team that is occupying the bottom of the Italian Serie A. All right, Isaac, I'm full of smile. You know why? Because I believe the Super Eagles will do well when it comes to the AFCON next year. Don't ask me why, but I'm so sure that they will do so well. Thanks for joining me on the show this evening, Isaac.
Thank you very much, Emmanuel. Bye for now.
All right, that is it on Sports Update from Trust TV. I am Emmanuel Fashemi saying thanks for watching.